Hey everyone! Today I'm going to show you how I
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to this evening of music and meditation. Meditation, we're going to start with meditation, and we're going to move into a beautiful presentation of Indian classical music. Music is very important in Sahaja Yoga. It provides a connection with the subtle within us, whether you like to call that the spirit or something else. It's the reality. It's what we really are. And music provides a direct connection with that without having to go through our brain or thinking. And it makes a connection to something subtle within us that often gets buried within the material world that we live in. Those of us who've practiced Sahaja Yoga for some time know that music has a direct effect on the chakras, how the notes interact with the chakras. And particularly Indian classical music is very effective in making that connection without veering off into emotions or overstimulation. It's a very pure connection. We're very fortunate this evening to have Steve Day, an award-winning composer and storyteller. Steve is someone who's devoted his life to music. With the encouragement of Srimati Nirmala Devi, who's the founder of Sahaja Yoga, she set him on this journey, provided the encouragement and the guidance. And since then, Steve has traveled the world, combining music and meditation and performing. And his compositions have been included in feature films and TV shows. So to get us in the right mood to enjoy this music, we'll start with a short meditation exercise. Just a few words about myself. My name's Alan. I've been an architect for all of my career. I've been practicing this Sahaja Yoga since the late 1970s, so you can imagine it's been for a very long time, and it's been a huge part of my life. It's been so important. It's hard to imagine what life would be like without it. But I do know that in times of trouble or whenever work or other situations become very stressful, it's good to know that there's something that's within us that we can turn to help and to bring ourselves back into a more balanced state so that we can deal with these problems. So Sahaja Yoga is a simple form of yoga. It was founded in 1970 by Srimati Nirmala Devi, and she traveled all over the world spreading this message of a very unique and simple method of making that connection. It's something that's built inside all of us. We may not be aware of it, but a simple connection can be made, and all that's required is a desire, a wish to understand where we are in life, what's our life for. And it's never, no money is ever taken for Sahaja Yoga. It's all done on a volunteer basis, and is a simple human-to-human interaction without expectation. So we're going to talk a little bit about how the second chakra works, but just the basics, because there might be some people on the call who are coming for the very first time. We just ask the question, what is meditation? What does that mean? Meditation is not something that we do. It's a state that you're either in or you're not in. And it's really it's a state where you're constantly churning thoughts have a gap in them, where there's this space where we're not thinking about the past and we're not planning for the future, but there's this little gap of just enjoying in the present. And the goal of practicing Sahaja Yoga is that with practice, you can stretch that out for longest periods of time and just enjoy being in the present. It's not something you can learn from books. It's an experience, and it's something that anyone can do if you have just a little bit of the basic knowledge. So within us, the basic inner system is that we have 7 energy centers within us placed up the spine. These correspond to different parts of the body, different functions, organs, but they also have an emotional and spiritual aspect to them. And there is a dormant energy within us at the base of the spine called Kundalini, which rises up and connects all of these centers, brings them back into balance, and at the top of the head creates that connection through the seventh chakra. So this second chakra we're talking about tonight, because of the connection with creativity and music, is the center for creativity. And it's the center which is most affected when we are frantic or disturbed. So with practice of meditation, this chakra comes back into balance and our franticness reduces and our attention can be much more focused and clear. So we all have experiences what you can do to be calm. You can go out into the nature and enjoy, and we know what it's like when we lose it, when we get into a stressful situation. This Sahaja Yoga practice is something that's within all of us, and it is a way to deal with the stresses of life that we all face, and it's something that we can do for ourselves whenever we need it. So I'm going to lead through a short meditation exercise. This is something, if you could follow along with this, I'll explain the different steps. First thing is that you need to sit comfortably. You shouldn't be strained in any way. Just sit comfortably with the feet flat on the floor. And if you can place your hands on your lap with your palms facing upwards. Each of the 7 centers corresponds to one of our fingers, and we can explain more about that in future programs. So the first exercise is we place our right hand, keeping our left hand on our lap, place our right hand on the heart, and just within ourselves, we're praying to that energy that I mentioned earlier, the mother energy that's within all of us, to say, I want to be connected to my true self. I want to be one with my spirit. I want to fill my heart with love, compassion, and joy. This is what we really are. This is our true state, not our body, not our mind, not our emotions. This is how we are, and I want to cut through all of the distractions and become one with my spirit. So just keep your attention inside yourself if you can. Just have an open mind. And close your eyes if it helps. The next step is to move the right hand down on the left side of the body, just to the bottom of the ribs. And here we just praying inside ourselves these qualities of this center. I want positive change. Please help me to feel satisfied and contented. Please let me feel peace within myself. And we'll bring the right hand back up to the heart. And we'll pray inside ourselves again to the mother energy. Mother, please remove all fears, insecurities, and anxieties in me. Let me trust myself and my own abilities. Let me be a confident person. Mother, please help me to feel safe, protected, and loved. And we'll move our right hand up to the left, just on top of the left shoulder, just in the bend of the neck and the shoulder. And here we'll just say, I'm not guilty. I'm not guilty of anything at all. Please give me the power of sweetness. And we'll put our right hand across our forehead, tilt our head down a little bit. And at this center, we just say, I forgive everybody. I forgive myself. I just let go and forgive everybody. Lastly, we'll put our right hand right on top of the head, stretching our fingers back so that the taut palm is right on top of the head. And here the prayer is, please let me have my self-realization. Please help me enjoy the state of thoughtless meditation. So you can bring both hands back down on our laps, so you can open your eyes if you like. Try to stay in that calm state for a few minutes. We'll ask Steve to get ready. Steve has told me that he's going to play a raga. He's playing on a 19-stringed Indian instrument, really difficult instrument to play. He's going to play a raga called Rag Dabari. Rag Dabari is thought to have come from the Carnatic music tradition and was brought into India in the court of Emperor Akbar in the 16th century. It's a nighttime raga and is considered to be one of the most difficult ragas to play. So if you're ready, Steve, I'll hand over to you at this point. Thank you, Steve. That was so beautiful. It did touch the spirit.
Great. Hope the timing's good.
Thank you. So we're almost at the end of this short program. I'd love to hear how everybody, if everybody enjoyed it, and I'm going to share my screen in a moment. There are resources there, lots of links to other programs. Like the name says, meditate anytime. There are lots of different options for different days, different times. If anyone's interested in joining one of those, they're all open. And I think they're also going to be shared in the chat if that's easier. And also shared in the chat is going to be some information about Steve's music. And then that really concludes our program, but we're going to stay on and would be very happy to answer anybody's questions about the music or about meditation. So we'll stay on and you can ask your question in the chat or open up your mic and we'll try to answer it. But let me just share these resources first. So for anybody who's new or come for the first time, these are websites with introductions to Sahaja Yoga.